Why you gotta do that? You gotta make me the jerk. All right, so we join in to an instant technical pause. And it looks like Coach Mad, I haven't... Ah, that's why. I do appreciate it, but also I want to try and do a good and professional job with the casting. Okay? So, technical pause run out, pistol round beginning. Shimmer... Thank you for the tier 1 gifted sub to I Hate My Viewers. That's going in the VOD. Shimmer versus InControl. Shimmer starting things off on the CT side, and InControl getting out fast over toward Long. Over toward, well, Fountain to Long. There's no one for Shimmer here to watch this. They do have 2 players on the A-bomb site. It is going to be Fox and Ridge to try and stop this push. 4 players out Long for InControl. This is a bit of a curveball. This is not something that you will typically want to do with the Glocks against the USPs. But Ridge shows you just exactly why. Long range of the USP tapping away and deleting InControl members. InControl starting to look like they need additional pylons as Scorchy, the last player standing in the 1 versus 5, got that Molotov in hand, showing us the self-boost up the flowers. But already lost a third of his HP, down to 69. Nice. Is InControl going to be able to secure the pistol round? Doesn't feel like there's too much possibility of that happening. Oh yes, I'm going to be making a few of those references. Anytime I see InControl, it's out with the StarCraft references. So yeah, we'll just take another look at that pistol round from Ridge because, I mean, it's like they weren't even moving. She just the one taps connecting one after another. I mean, I guess Empathy is back to using Ridge as her tag. I don't know. She changes it back and forth. So, InControl, this is a scary buy. Tech 9s, MP and Mac 10s, right on in through the smoke. They overwhelm Serendipity and Raven. Ridge able to trade back too, but that's not going to be enough to keep this round going because Fox has lost all of her teammates. InControl proven to be just too much on this second round. Not even a bomb plant, but a force buy coming in successful. And InControl definitely living up to their name as Scorchy finishes the job here. And quick tie out of InControl. Coney, how's it going? Welcome on in. But yes, Bonamont, thank you for the gifted subs once again. I do appreciate it. I'm sorry for yelling. Thank you. And yeah, round number 3. I mean, we're getting fast on this one. Gotta love Overpass. The dichotomy between the extremely fast and the extremely slow rounds is something that will always make me laugh on this map. Ooh. And it's not going to work out too well for the pistols of Shimmer. The SMGs definitely have their number on this T side. Just going to be sticks left standing. Eagle looking for that 1 versus 5. Not going to be an easy one. We saw Ridge putting down InControl players with headshots out of the USP, but the Eagle not going to be so lucky. So InControl off to the races. No buy for Shimmer here. Still building up that bank account. Yeah, it was interesting. When I was at Frag, the fact that nobody was picking Overpass was a little bit, maybe a little bit peculiar to me, considering it hadn't changed at all. But no one was banning it either. So it was one of those, okay, you know, we still in theory know how to play this map. So rather than banning it, we're going to let the other team maybe pick it and see what happens. And a lot of times it went to that second cycle of bans and got banned there. Ooh. Well, JS Feltner about to be encroached upon by a couple of players from Shimmer, but more than capable of handling the heat. Serendipity does get the trade, but that's going to be one SMG versus many, many primaries on the other side of the server. Calamity just going to mow them all down. A 4K on round number 4. First official tourney match on Overpass. That's pretty cool. Was it in the daddy skins? Well, this is going to have to be the round where Shimmer turned this one around. Shimmer having a bit of a difficult time getting their feet under them. Ah, okay. I don't know, Frag 19, they didn't want me to cast with you. I don't know what it was. They didn't give us a single game to cast together. It was like, oh, yeah, Floopies. You go cast with, you know, Evan, which is fine. Evan's a cool dude as well, but, I wanted some variety. Neither was Big D. Well... Alright, 4 versus 3. InControl have found themselves a fair bit of space over toward the B bomb site. Still Raven holding court with the FAMAS over by barrels. You always have to watch out for the player in heaven. Age of Calamity, yes. Yes, yes, yes. This B bomb site about to get dangerous. InControl looking to take control on the bomb site. Fox, the first shot rings out, whiffs. Meanwhile, on the B-bomb site, Raven will be overcome. And that means that 4 versus 2, this bomb is going down on the B-bomb site. There's not going to be a whole lot that Shimmer can do about it. At the very least, they're able to hold on to the AWP and the M4, but these buys are going to just get weaker and weaker with... Well, they can't get... There's a minimum weakness that you can get to. Like, I'm being a little bit hyperbolic. But... You know, you need to find something here on Overpass. This is going to start to get extremely awkward for you. Oh, Fox, are you going to stay alive? You just got players on all angles, and it'll be Tyra to steal that op away. Now, man, I thought the silver lining was going to be at least a couple of weapons making their way into the next round, but InControl, they've spawned some overlords, and they've got vision everywhere. So it is just pistols versus rifles. Definitely an uncomfortable situation to be in if you're Shimmer. Oh my gosh. Well, wait, hold on. These 3 players on the B bomb site. Raven still connects on the Deagle to at least open things up. That's at least some money being won by the Shimmer side. They're going to need a lot more than that, though, and they're just getting overwhelmed. They're just getting rocked. I mean, InControl, what else can you really say about it? Styx does find Calamity, but Fox in the 1 versus 3. Beast is on 4 HP, but 4 is better than 0. Can confirm math. Source math. 5-1. Kind of getting into that point where, like, what do you even keep saying about it? Yes, InControl are dominating their own map pick. You could go with Apex's famous line of wisdom and say, okay, alright, we forget about this map. We assume we're going to win our map, and we discuss map number 3. What is this lineup? What is tricky? Oh, losing the op battle in Connector, that's going to hurt. a huge amount. Shimmer just not having a good day at the office. Quick trade and connector. The other thing here is there's a lot of fights going on for Shimmer where they can't trade each other out. They're just dying one at a time where they can't get anything out of their positions. This is a risky push for Serendipity. Tyra on the other side of it. Seems to have an idea, but he'll get taken down. Scorchy, though. Again, the trades are coming through for InControl. Shimmer, not so much. Look, that's the thing about Shimmer. Right? We know that all 5 of them are extremely capable players. Right? We know that they are strong and they can hit their shots. We also know that they've got Ink coaching them, and they should be, you know, looking out for the pack tactics. But it's just not coming into play. Overpass, a map that you do kind of have to be spread out. 59 going in first for Styx. She does secure the kill on a Calamity. But all of InControl have been so solid that no one kill can be said to be enough for the side of Shimmer. They've only got Ridge holding court toward the A-bomb site. The rotation will start to head on in. She spots the players out long. The jump peek, the molly. Oh, that's a lot of damage. She will make it out alive, and that's going to be enough. They bait Tyra in. Right into the 5-7 of Fox. So player advantage for Shimmer. This might be the one. Oh dear, no. Beast. And Scorchy. Oh no. Things get just a little bit too confusing. And Shimmer fall to pieces. Raven now. No primary, alone in the 1 versus 3. That Deagle has to go huge here. And she's looking to just hold on to it. She's looking to just not give them an extra kill. Maybe take down a saving player. So how we doing? Well, it's a rough game so far. It does look like there were a couple of forfeits as well as was predicted. NRG got the free win versus anything else, and Blue Jays got the free win versus Aspire. So the games that are going on right now for North America, you've got yourself M80 versus Ether going on a lot of different streams. You've got Arrival 7 versus Lag, which is currently on just the one stream, I think. Boss versus Legacy Kingdom, Getting Info versus Marca Registrata, and Marsborn versus Take Flight. I'm going to switch over to, depending on how long this game takes, we may have time for some other stuff afterwards, so we'll have to see. Well, and I've watched a lot of Shimmer games, and when they get the chance to get ahead, or even when they don't have to play from that far behind, and they have guns, they can shoot real good. They can hit their shots, but it's not enough to be able to just be a good shooter and hit your shots in ECL. Maybe there's a bit of a nerves issue going on as well. I know I saw Fox saying that, you know, hey, this is her first game in ECL. This is a prestigious place to be. You know, not many players get to reach these ranks. And it can be tilting even to just start the game. But I've watched them play against other high-level teams like this, and it almost feels like they don't use enough utility, or they don't pair to trade each other. So we'll see if that is an issue that works itself out as we get deeper into the advanced season and as we continue along. I mean, but look at, like, these are the shots that we're seeing them hit on as they are saving. So they kill 4. That is going to be $200 a player for the side of Shimmer. But when you're down 1-8, it's gonna start to get in your head for real, and I feel like that's really starting to affect Shimmer. If they can make this one a 4-8, you have to feel like they'll give themselves at least a tiny possibility. Well, once again, losing the opening battle. Serendipity to Beast. Ooh, Fox spots an elbow. That's going to be enough for her to take down JS Feltner. So Shimmer do finally take the advantage on this one. They do finally find the driver's seat. As InControl, Fox just boops the smoke. That's going to give her more vision than InControl might expect. I don't know how well they could have heard that. So Calamity, the next one to be deleted from the server. This is the other thing, is when Fox gets a chance to get going, like, her op hits really, really well. You know, she can definitely op up there with some great players. As I'm saying it, though, she gets shoved in by Tyra. Ooh, they do catch the planter, though. Styx will spray down Tyra, but with bomb down, this is still a 1 versus 3. Scorchy's AWP, though, gonna have to nail a diffuser. Oh, goes for the smoke break. That's a good shot on a ridge. It's a good strategy. It's a good thought, but Shimmer, oh no, that's a lot of players to be losing. That is so many players to be losing. You're just gonna say Ayo for everything I say? Look. Bad things are happening to Shimmer right now. They managed to take their second round. All right. Don't at me with the wacky things that I'm saying here. Once again, looks like InControl charging out towards A. This is something that has been kind of an evolution in how Overpass is played. Ooh, that's a good catch. Serendipity burns right through Beast. But a lot of times you'll see somebody playing front bathroom or in party, and Shimmer are playing very, very, very far back. They're giving InControl a lot of early space for free. And so, while that's not... That might not be so bad, it does mean that InControl get a lot of time, but they do lose too. Finally, some trades hitting the server for Shimmer. 4 versus 2, Calamity, who's making quick work of these Shimmer players. Good damage with that kill. Another kill onto Raven. A third on the round, down to 5 HP. Oh, the nade doesn't find him either. 2 versus 2 for Shimmer. They've got a kit in the hands of Fox, but that means that the AWP has to keep its hands busy. MP9 needs to go huge here. It's Fox that does the work. That gives Serendipity time to find some space, but no, it's just going to be a 3K for Fox. The AWP just cleaning up InControl. Yes, do you like the vacuum channel points reward? The vacuum is a good way to just be like, I have too many channel points and I don't want them. But also I made it funny because it changes its value every time someone uses it. Alright, 3-8. Shimmer's starting to bring it back. They've still got a long ladder to climb if they want to win this one. Whereas InControl looking very comfortable. I mean, that is one thing. If you were happy to play Overpass before, you will continue to be happy to play Overpass. Not a lot of the smokes have changed. And given where the meta has gone with instant smokes out of CT spawn and out of T spawn, people are learning instant smoke. So it's not fast enough to run over to the dumpster to smoke monster anymore. Now you have to know the spawns and know the smokes out of spawn, because the map is just that much more competitive than where it used to be. So it's one of those, if you played matchmaking on Overpass, you might not be ready for it. And right now, Shimmer not looking ready for InControl as they just overwhelm, steamrolled one at a time. Styx manages to get Calamity back, but it's not going to be enough. Not looking like it's going to be enough, as she's going to have to complete this 1 versus 4. Will be a 1 versus 5 by the end. She picks up the AK, has got 9 bullets. She sprays down JS Feltner. She needs more, but Tyra will put her out of her misery as InControl grabbed a 9-3 scoreline on their T side. I don't think Empathy is taking a breather. I think Empathy is playing as Ridge right now. I think she's just decided to change her name. 9-3. That is an uncomfortable scoreline. That is Zonic's Law. Back in CSGO, it was 11-4. CS2, MR12, 9-3 is that magical scoreline where it looks like all hope is lost, but somehow, some way, sometimes it still works out. So we'll see. Good flash. Beast gets caught. A little bit of chip damage. Not enough to take him down, but the rest of Shimmer will arrive. And the wolf pack of Shimmer, pistols, all 5, will manage to make their way on up to A. JS Feltner here to meet them. Okay, Empathy. A little bit too bloodthirsty, but Raven will clean up JS Feltner. Dooley's on to Calamity. He's still got the middle of the road view model, which looks even sillier with Dooley's. But Shimmer do manage to secure the pistol. Oh gosh. Ridge just a little bit too bloodthirsty. Gotta watch where your teammates are. Sometimes your teammates are almost more damaging than your opponents. You will be kicked out from the server if you killed too many more teammates. Alright, but it is the buy here for Shimmer. They get themselves a triplet of Galils and a couple of MAC-10s InControl with the force buy. Yeah, Calamity's view model. A few months ago, this view model was the talk of the town. Everybody had their weapons in the middle. But Calamity and Davey were some of the first to start using it. Now, kind of fallen out of favor. Which makes me happy. The less I have to see it, the better. Shimmer taking this one slow so far. They don't quite know the buy that they're up against. They don't know if they've got pistols or they've got SMGs to worry about. And so keeping it slow and trying to be as disciplined as possible with the push really is the best thing for them. Tyra sticks a head out, gets nailed down. It's going to give Shimmer some opportunity to parade up towards A, but there's a few players here for them to meet, and these SMGs, now they'll put them to the grinder. As Feltner peeking out from truck, the bullets start to trade on out, and the SMGs grab 3 for 2. Serendipity with 2, but it's not going to be enough. 1 versus 1. Oh dear, she's down to 14 HP, and it's Calamity to put her out of her misery. InControl looking like they are going to secure this one. There's still a few rounds left, but now they've taken all the wind out of the Shimmer sails. It's just not... just full of not. full of no. What do you even say at this point? We lost to the SMGs. We're out of money. Time to get ink in the call. Things just lasted a little bit too long, and InControl able to take advantage and rotate in. So, well, now the question is, what do you call after that? You're down to your last few dollars. You really need to secure a few wins. Three rounds left for InControl to secure a victory. Can Shimmer get anything back in that time? This force buy has them down to basically no money. Ridge, the only one with any money left in the bank account, and she will pick up the first kill on to score sheet. Tyra with the trade on back. Keep this one even. Again, Shimmer looking at that A bomb site. They're looking to just overwhelm who's ever here. But they're giving InControl time to rotate on into, and they've got players behind them. They've got players in front of them. They've got to worry about everything. Ridge with the trade, but again, Beast living up to the name. It's a 1 versus 3 for Serendipity before Tyra will burn right through. That MP9 melts. And it's 11-4. It is not looking good for Shimmer. No money left in the bank. And they'll get $2,400. This one feels like an almost required save. Maybe Ridge can drop a couple of pistols over. $3,600. No, you're buying down to 0. Oh, dear, the money. Oh, dear. That feels like a tilt. Ridge with the snap buy. Well, she's going to hero rifle. See if that's the ticket for Shimmer to win this T side. They know there's a player close at hand here, just on the other side of the divider, but it's just bowling for kills as InControl destroy, delete, decimate Shimmer. 12-4. Well, this might be it. Last opportunity. Shimmer need 8 to bring us to overtime. While it's not outside the realm of possibility, not a whole lot of evidence to point to the fact that we're going in much further on this map. So Shimmer, I think at this point you just have to be sure of yourself on Mirage and get ready for Ancient. InControl, on the other hand, looking extremely comfortable. Oh, JS felt they just pass each other through the smoke. It always happens. It's always funny when it does. And they trade places. So now Styx is in connector and JS Feltner's out in water. Oh, Tyra ready for the push on long. He's got support too, but doesn't even need it. Ridge and Raven caught unawares. Now for the 3 versus 5. So that time Shimmer did have players to trade, but they just weren't ready. Fox's AK. Will it be the savior here? First kill is found, but Tyra, he's already got 2. Now he's got a 3rd. He's looking to end this round all on his own. Serendipity, his next prey. Will he get the ace to close this one out? Yes, he will. And 13-4 InControl. Oh dear.